Okay, so I'm back again with another quick little video. If I don't tag this video on the end of the last one, I'll put it up separately. But for my tag swap, I made a few of these. So these are some nature tags. In fact, I'll show them to you all separately because otherwise it's going to be too much. But what I wanted to do was make some nature tags, but make them more two-dimensional. And make them more, not realistic, but to give the sort of the sort of look, if you like, of it actually being something other than an animal on a page with some decoupage, if that makes sense. So I made 3 more of these. I did all of these all together with 3 others. They've gone out to my tag swap partners. I forgot to film them. But this is what I made. This is going to be going to Maud, who is in the Netherlands, I believe. And this is a fox one. So what I did here was I did my usual mixed media backgrounds on all of these. So paint, lots of different spray inks, gesso, stamping, bit of stenciling. Then I decided to put my focal point, which for this one was my little fox, on the tag where I wanted it, just sat there. And around him I did some decoupage of some little flowers, so it looked like he was sat amongst the flowers. I then made this tree by taking apart some twine. You know, when you get twine, if you unravel it, it can come out quite wispy. So I unraveled some and wisped it up, and then I glued that down, and then I made the tree by using the leaf trim that we all get. I've only got a gold one here to show you at the moment. So I'll just rip this off here because I don't need it on there. So you know this trim that we get, and we can get it in all different colours. So I cut the leaves down and snipped them off, and then I layered them. Once they were stuck down, I decoupaged this little bee, this little bird, and I actually did put the dragonfly down before I laid the leaves down. I typed out "To walk in nature is to witness 1,000 miracles." The fox, after I'd cut him out of the book, I actually layered him up on 2 or 3 pieces of card, so he stood off a bit and he was a little bit more firm. And then I made the fence again with some burlap or twine, I can't remember which, that I've taken apart, made these posts. And can you see behind here I've got this netting? It's just like a tulle type of netting. And then here I've layered up, it's quite fluffy, because I wanted to give like a bit of more dimension to it. So if I put it like that, you can see it's all dimensional. And this has just been done by using bits of wool, bits of eyelash trim, some little flowers, and just layering up and layering up and layering it up. So it looks like this little fox is looking over a fence into someone's garden. So that's that one. And on the back I stuck some of Artie Maze's backing paper down for a touch of spring and just inked around the edges. Oh, and not forgetting, I've got some I got some, oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh, you know this, that we all use. I've forgotten, it's gone from me. Some lace and some of this yarn here. So that's tied off there. And then this one I kept without all of the built up area. So this is what that tag would have looked more like without the tree and the gate. I might do a tutorial, but at the moment I'm so busy with getting these projects done for different people that I haven't got the time. But when maybe a month or 2 down the road, I might do some tutorials on this. So this again was the background that I created. You can see some stamping up here. There's a bits of script stamp there. This is all decoupaged in layers, I might add. So if you layer it up, then some of it looks faded into the background and some of it comes more forward into the foreground. And this is a rabbit that I cut out, or a hare out of one of the books, and that says "New beginnings are on the way," and that's the back. Very similar bits and pieces here. And this one, this I also kept quite simple, meaning the techniques I use. So if you can see on the side that, sorry, he's quite thick. Now I haven't put up any foam pads behind this mouse. I have literally just glued him onto 2 or 3 bits of card and built it up, because the card I've got is quite thin. And again, if you see with the decoupaging, there's decoupaging in the background, so it all amalgamates together, and then you've got these flowers that are just coming forward. And then I put this little bee on, a little butterfly, that's all decoupaged off napkins. And this says, colours are the smiles of nature, go where your feet feel most alive. And there's some more of that. And the back again is the same. So I've actually made these extras for myself because I make for other people and very rarely make anything for myself. And a few years ago, Karen O'Reilly sent me this beautiful nature spring traveler's notebook, and what I want to do is put these in there and gradually just do some artwork and put it in that book. So that's where these are going. I'm particularly pleased with how this one turned out, because I made this on a scrap of like craft card and sewed around it with some rough stitching. Again, the back's got some backing paper that's been inked. I cut out this little mouse here. Now on the actual picture he was a part of, there was a log. So I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if I could actually make that more textured? So again, I've used twine. I think it was the same twine as what I've tied it off with, looking at it. And just layered it up and layered it up and glued it down and built up a shape of a log and some flowers coming out this way and down here. And then this is just bits of wool, bits of fluffy wool that I've dabbed around to give the sort of idea of moss. And, oops, sorry, there's some more of it down here just to give a bit more depth, so that is more in the background. And this says, spring adds new life and new beauty to all that is. And I really love that one. So that's a favourite of mine. And two more left. So this one here I absolutely adore, and my husband loves this one as well, so I had to keep this one. This is a stag. Again, I've layered him up on 2 or 3 layers of card that I've just fussy cut out of a book. Again, the background, all the backgrounds were done exactly the same because I did them all at the same time. So we've got The Earth Has Music for Those Who Will Listen. And there's a little bee here, a little butterfly there. And then what I tried to create, I wanted this to look like a little pond or like part of a river. So he's standing by the riverbed, and I'm hoping that what I've done here has made it look like a bank, with like the eyelash trim as grass. I can see it like that, so that stands up. And then I've got all this different wool that I've glued down and let bits hang over and all. So I really do love that one. And again, it's got the same trims on the top and that on the back. And then the very last one, of course, I love my bunny, so I had to have a bunny. And this tag again was made in exactly the same way with the same trims and lace. This says, allow nature's peace to flow into you as sunshine flows into the trees. And I put a little bee up there and a little dragonfly there. And this rabbit has also been built up. And I made another little fence. You can see here where it's splayed open a bit, but that's absolutely fine. You know, it's all a bit of artistic license. So he's behind a little gate or a little garden hedge, fence, whatever. And then I've created this again with the little flowers and these different bits of wool. And so that's that. So I will do a tutorial. I can't at the moment because, like I said, I'm finishing off projects. I'm starting Geeta's when I finish Angel Dream Crafts. I will give you a quick peek of what I'm doing at the moment for that. This is very quick. None of this has been sewn together. So what I've decided to do, this is all pinned. And I can't even find how to open it because of the pinning. Right, okay, I've got it. Because these trims are all so beautiful, I wanted to make a little bag, but you can see that I haven't got the proper shape yet. I've just pinned everything on where I've wanted it, and I'm going to stitch this down. I might even hand stitch it so that I just make it all overlap. I'm not sure yet. I'm playing around with the front of it. That's there. Now, inside at the moment, there's no lining, because if I do decide to just do some, I don't know, scribbly sort of stitching to fix all of this down, because there's lots of little bits and pieces, I'll put the lining on after, because it hasn't actually been sewn into a pocket yet. So that's, but I love the colours, and you know, I don't normally do pretty types of things, but the bag of goodies that Kim gave me to use are just so beautiful that I wanted to showcase them and not cover them up with like being on a snippet roll and then built on top. So hopefully all of that will speak for itself. So that's what I'm going to finish, and then I'm going to get on with a few more design team projects for Kim. I've also received another package from her for actually May, because this is April's. So I will show you that hopefully within the next few days. But that's what I've been doing. So as you can see, these have taken quite a lot of time. Now I'm working on my design team projects for Kim, and then I shall be doing the swap journal for Geeta, and that will also be combined as a design team project for Artie Mays as well. I hope you've got some inspiration there. Don't be afraid to use your napkins, and if you make a mistake gluing something down, just have it in the background by gluing something on top. But I'll buy some more of these books. If I can remember next time I come on, I'll show you the books I get these from. I've got several of them now because I keep cutting them out. But really what I want to be doing is I want to be drawing my own, painting my own little animals, so that I can then use them over and over without you know, copyright being infringed. And I couldn't sell these because I don't think they're in the public domain at the moment, but these are for me, and that one there is a gift. But anyway, sorry for the waffling. I hope you enjoy your weekend, like I've already said, and I hope you get some inspiration. Please follow me on Instagram or Pinterest. I'm Tina Hummingbird Tales TL on Instagram, and I'm Hummingbird Tales on Pinterest as well. Anyway, take care everybody. Lots of love. Bye. Bye.